Hey everyone, so at the recent major that's still going on, we've had a major record being broken, and that is in terms of rating. Nicoodoz, he posted 3.08 rating, which is something that, you know, some players even struggle to do across like 3 games in a cumulative rating, but here he did it in a single map of Ancient. I will say that Nicoodoz is an OPer. We're playing Ancient. I don't even think he got single OP kill in this game, which is hilarious, but at the same time, extra reason to watch it and learn. It seems like Complexity is gonna hit B side, and Nicoodoz is stucking himself into the corner in the dark here. They're coming up B. And this is something very important, by the way. A lot of people would probably panic in this situation with a lot of, like, execute is literally flying above your head. T's are coming in up ramp, right? They would panic, but it's important that Nicoodoz is not first contact here. He can tuck himself all the way into this corner while he's not visible from up ramp at all. He's slightly visible here, but I don't think anyone would notice. And obviously, T's are going to be focused elsewhere. And this is very important that before Nicoodoz actually took a peek, Crizzen is going to take a first contact for him. So he kind of like goes for the bait and even takes attention of all these 3 terrorists before Nicoodoz even peeks. So it looks much more easier for Nicoodoz. That's a 6 shot on JT right there. He gets a 3-4-1 there. Pretty amazing start. There's a big fight happening in the donut, so he triggers the rotation. Wins the duel against Nick. And cleanup duty is there. So honestly, 3 kills there, and all of them were kind of free, I would say. This is a proper anti-eco, so we're running down banana, which is kind of unconventional. Maybe goes against the rules of CS, you know, you want to play back against pistols, etc. But it's a call, and you know, ultimately there's a lot of anti-strat involved, so he's just sending it, winning a duel and immediately dying back, and we're actually losing the site immediately. We have a set play here. Okay, we're jumping up to the heaven. He got full blind and immediately disengages. Well, immediately after I say that, but it was after spamming the whole magazine. It's kind of a messy chaos fight on middle. Nicoodoz is lucky to be alive, if I'm being honest, but rotation towards A is just way too late. They have to concede the site and kind of play retake. They Complexity are failing mollies, but they use 3 of them right now, so they know confirm information. Okay, Crizzen, you have to move. That was the 3rd molly used on A side, I believe. Okay, let me double check that so I don't put Crizzen under the bus now. First molly is burning. Second molly is gonna be missed by Junior, and then Nix is gonna. Yeah, that's 3 mollies. We don't need to hold that. All right, we have a major retake from Donut, which is always kind of like tough to deal with, but Nicoodoz is doing a good job of holding just specifically one angle, which is the most dangerous one. And because like the retake was kind of delayed by all those 3 mollies and CTs weren't in a position, they have to just give up the site. Let's see if Nicoodoz can actually get a kill here. Yeah, let me tell you about today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a reputable, fully automated website that provides an instant way to get new skins. Just look at how easy it is to trade your old skins for new ones in just a few minutes. You can have completely new skins. If you use the code STYKO, you can get up to $5 for free as a first trade bonus. The more you trade, the larger the bonus. And if you don't feel like trading, you can simply buy skins too. They also have 35% deposit bonus with code STYKO, along with a free section where you can complete simple tasks to get skins and join daily, weekly or monthly giveaways. Check out SkinsMonkey by clicking the link in the description of this video. And before we move on, thank you SkinsMonkey for making my content better. But now it's time to continue. Another elbow smoke, so keep in mind these lineups if you don't know them. And we're doing the exact same round, it seems. Nicoodoz didn't get flashed this time, so he's full sending it. And that's a great double opening for Nicoodoz. I mean, this play is just so annoying to deal with. Whether you play even face it, like it's so easy to pull off with your like duo partner. And it's generally very, very hard to stop if terrorists are not going aggressive out middle. Then you might be in a little bit of danger, which is ultimately what happened previous round. But this round was the lane take towards B happening, and Nicoodoz is just beating all the timings with this run boost. One important thing before we move on is that the run boost itself it's important that you do it properly and then you do it on top of these stairs. So if you're going for these run boosts, like some people are, you know, sitting in the smoke and that's hard to line up. Some people are doing it way below here, and sometimes you can get clipped onto these like uneven ground. But if you run down the stairs, it's never going to block you and the top guy can smoothly just jump towards the ledge here. All right, so this is an awkward 3v5 retake, but Nicoodoz is actually getting a nice kill here. I want to mention that, okay, it seems like pretty random, right? That he just spams 60 there through into the head, but ultimately this molly that he threw is kind of zoning 60 to play on this side of the donut, and Nicoodoz just hits pretty nice shot on him, I would say. So it's not a bad way how to like kind of isolate. I don't want to say duel because this wasn't even a duel, this was just straight up spam, but it's nice like game IQ from Nicoodoz to kind of isolate positioning of a T into narrower position, right? Same spam here. So here it might seem again like a little bit random, but I think this is one of the most common afterplant spots where Grim is playing. So on this wall, anywhere. Obviously a random kill, it's a headshot. Great job from Nicoodoz to even attempting it, and props to him, I guess, for landing it. But again, this is something that you have to do when it's so low time on the retake. You have to spam and you have to try to go and stick it. And OG are winning an unwinnable retake, I would say. This 3v5 was extremely well played / poorly played by Complexity. Now he's going actually into the part of the map where they immediately take the A main. Buzz is responsible for the right side, Nicoodoz for the left side. And now if you would be on the Oper here, that could be a little bit dangerous because it's gonna be, you definitely cannot do this with an AWP, right? But Nicoodoz is hitting an insane shot on Grim. They know that one more guy is there. Nick actually got a kill before. So again, he's allowed to search because he has an AK, 100 HP, and he knows that the next guy that made a kill is low from Buzz that ultimately didn't kill him. Now, this is a duel where I feel like Nick should be having a lot of advantage, even though he has only 35 HP. But I feel like Nicoodoz is just feeling it at this point, and he's just going to take these 50-50 duels, and this is one of those. Even like 40-60 duel in his in Nick's favor, that Nicoodoz is actually going to win, and it's happening purely because like Nick is just so low HP. He trades Junior later. Like everything that Nicoodoz does, he's like never first point of contact, and he's just cleaning up and trading ultimately, which again, something with an AWP would be extremely difficult and borderline impossible to do. And immediately on the B-pop, look at the flashes that we just spoke about. And again, with an AWP, you wouldn't be able to do this. You wouldn't be able to go forward here. But with AK, you feel much more comfortable and confident. Again, he's getting 2 kills where I think... Okay, let's see the Nick's POV. Like... Props to Nick to actually like reacting to Nicoodoz, but ultimately he wasn't even watching at him. They were still clearing long. Actually, Buzz almost got an headshot there, but yeah, it's just much easier with the positioning that Nicoodoz is taking. So he's taking an off angle here instead of like swinging and taking the duels with the guys coming from ramp, because then probably Junior would be also able to kill him because he's looking literally that way. Now Junior is gonna take a look at long. Nicoodoz is winning both of these duels. Alright, Nicoodoz is planting the bomb, securing that 300 extra dollars as an Oper. It's important. But now squeezing all these CTs backline is just way too powerful. I mean, like, when you have an after plan where you have already 2 players towards long rides, so your teammates took this control, then feel free to just get close here, and whenever CTs attempt the retake, that's when you are kind of like peeking all together. Something made Nicoodoz stop, and then the trading was extremely awkward between Fiku and Nicoodoz. I feel like Fiku is just way too ahead, and yeah, like this should be pretty easy kill, and it can get really, really dangerous for OG in this round. But we're cleaning up, Nicoodoz is immediately taking all these duels and he's just smashing everyone, dude. Okay, this was one of the sickest highlights he had this game, because this was extremely like, it could have get really, really ugly, and the cleanup in the backline is just probably a nail in the coffin. Nicoodoz is now searching B. Now again, it works the other way around. Nico, if he dies here, the bomb is in a safe position and he's ready to go away. All right, another 50-50 duel. One of few which Nicoodoz actually lost this game, so fair play to him. Overall, 33-6 scoreline, 8 assists. What's the ADR here? 183. Kind of ridiculous, but fair play to OG. I mean, he, as an opener, to not get a single op frag in the opening game like that is respectable. This is it. We've just witnessed the history, and let's see if anyone can ever replicate this. Probably yes, but this major, I don't think so. This is way too good to be true. But if it does happen, I will definitely take a look at the demo as well. So let me know what you think. If you like these kind of reviews from the major, when it's kind of like off game and something interesting is happening, because obviously I'm not in the major, Sag, so I have some time to do these reviews for you. So if you liked it, let me know, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Huge shout out to my coffee members for your continual support so I can make more videos like this for you. Their name is on the screen right now, and if you want to appear here to check out my coffee page where you can gain tons of cool and exclusive perks at various tiers of membership. And when I say they're cool, I mean it. Give it a look, it's worth it. Thank you for making my content better and possible.